Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Alright, so NFP happened yesterday and somehow I managed to leave with about 400 instead of a headache. But that's not what I really want to talk about. I want to talk about the only reason I was able to take this trade without stressing, and that's risk management. Now, I know as soon as people hear those two words, half the room starts yawning. Everyone wants the secret entry, but nobody wants to hear about the thing that actually keeps you in the game. So for this trade, I risked about $100, not because I knew I was gonna win. I had absolutely no idea. I risked $100 because that's the amount I decided I was comfortable losing before I even opened the trade. That's a huge difference. When NFP dropped, gold started moving exactly how gold would move like during those news events. Like it forgets to take its medication. The price is flying everywhere. People, they're buying and they're selling, and someone on Twitter is already claiming they caught the entire move. Meanwhile, I'm still just waiting. Eventually my setup appears. The market was already bearish, and I entered. Once I see that confluence, I'm very confident in my setup. So from that point on, my job is not to hope, it's to manage, because the decision about risk was already made. One thing that helped my trading is thinking about risk outside of trading. If I walked into a restaurant, I already know that I'm willing to spend. If I go on a road trip, I already know how much gas I'm budgeting. Trading should be the same. You shouldn't be negotiating with yourself after you're already in the trade. Some days you'll lose, and that's just a part of the business. But because I'm risking the same amount consistently, one losing trade doesn't ruin my week or my mindset. It just becomes another business expense. And that's something I think newer traders struggle with. They'll risk $20 on one trade, then 50 on the next, then convince themselves the next setup is guaranteed and risk 300. That's not a strategy. That's emotions with a trading account. So this trade ended up paying around 400. Could I have made more? Probably. Could I have lost the entire 100? Absolutely. Both outcomes were possible. The only thing I could do was control my execution and my risk. So here's my question for you. Do you decide your risk before you enter a trade, or do you figure it out while you're already in the position? Because one of those approaches leads to consistency, and the other one usually leads to explaining to your friends why you're taking a little break from trading, which I've been guilty of. But once I worked on my risk management, I was able to find consistency. So I really am letting you know, like, it's that key piece to the puzzle. At the end of the day, I don't measure success by whether I win or lose. I measure success by one question, and that's, did I follow my plan? And if the answer is yes, I can wake up tomorrow and I can do it again. And that's the goal, not one big trade, not one lucky week, building habits that still work a year from now. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Some day in the life content is incoming. We're gonna get a funded account and track it. Like the account that I currently have now, like different from my funded account. Like I'm gonna get a challenge account and I'm gonna do a video of phase 1, phase 2, challenge phase, first withdrawal, what it's like, how you can do it, etc. Like just giving you a feel of what that part of the journey is like, because that part of the journey can really bridge the gap from whatever you're doing now to giving you access to the full value of trading instead of trying to slowly grow your account. And it's not simple, like it's not just a walk in the park. You still have to have the skills, but just like how like maybe 5 to 10% of persons who try trading a live account are successful, it's the same number in the funded account industry, or even less, I think, because of the rules. So like you do have to have a plan. You do need to know what you're doing before you take that challenge. So with that said, I am doing a coaching session this Saturday, and you can get more information by clicking the link below. But so, for trader talk number few, we have a bad funded live trader, my dear one, a forward on the panel, and we're just going to have a simple discussion in regards to trading, business overall, and we'll go to work. So Saturday, June 13th, we're gonna have a live trading breakdown. Just use the link below to register through WhatsApp.